Chic, meaning stylish, or smart, is an element of fashion. Etymology: chic is a French word, established in English since at least the 1870s. Early references in English dictionaries classified it as slang, and New Zealand-born lexicographer Eric Partridge noted, with reference to its colloquial meaning, that it was not so used in French. Gustave Flaubert notes in Madame Bovary that Kikard is then Parisian, very current slang for classy, noting, perhaps derisively, perhaps not, though, that it was bourgeoisie. There is a similar word in German, ßick, with a meaning similar to chic, which may be the origin of the word in French. Another theory links chic to the word chicane. Although the French pronunciation is now virtually standard and was that given by Fowler, chic was often rendered in the anglicized form of chic. In a fictional vignette for Punch, Mrs. F. A. Kilpatrick attributed to a young woman who 70 years later would have been called a chevette the following assertion: "It hasn't go no buttons neither." That's the latest idea. If you want to be chic, you just hang on to it, it seems. By contrast, in Anita Lou's novel, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, the diarist Lorelei Lee recorded that the French use the word chic for everything, while we only seem to use it for gentlemen when they seem to resemble Rudolph Valentino. The Oxford Dictionary gives the comparative and superlative forms of chic as chicer and chiciste. These are wholly English words. The French equivalents would be plus chic and le plus chic. Super chic is sometimes used, super chic inclined bucket in mouth blown, molded glass. An adverb chicly has also appeared, Pamela Gross. Turned up, chicly dressed down. The use of the French très chic by an English speaker luckily it's très chic to be neurotic in New York is usually rather pretentious, but sometimes merely facetious. Mickey Dolenz of the Monkees described ironically the Indian-style suit he wore at the Monterey Pop Festival in 1967 as très chic. Aber chic is roughly the mock German equivalent. Like his clubs, it's super modern, a one-quarter bear chic, yet still comfortable. The opposite of chic is unchic, the then uncrowded, unchic little port of Saint-Tropez. Quotes: over the years chic has been applied to, among other things, social events, situations, individuals, and modes or styles of dress. It was one of a number of slang words that H. W. Fowler linked to particular professions specifically, to society journalism with the advice that, if used in such a context, familiarity will disguise and sometimes it will bring out its slanginess. In 1887 the Lady noted that the ladies of New York think no form of entertainment so chic as a luncheon party. 40 years later, in E. F. Benson's novel Lucia in London, Lucia was aware that the arrival of a glittering array of guests before their hostess for an impromptu post-opera gathering was the most chic informality that it was possible to conceive. In the 1950s, Edith Head designed a classic dress, worn by Audrey Hepburn in the film Sabrina, of which she remarked, "If it had been worn by somebody with no chic it would never have become a style." By the turn of the 21st century, the travel company Thomas Cook was advising those wishing to sample the nightlife of the sophisticated Mediterranean resort of the Monte Carlo that casual is fine but make it expensive, and very chic, casual if you want to blend in. According to American magazine Harper's Bazaar, elimination is the secret of chic. See also: List of chics, references.